And here's a point worth making, too. You mentioned the slants to DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is the guy that they traded for, and on top of that, paid him a 5-year, $150 million contract, something that they had never done before, ever.
Yeah.
They never paid anything close to market value to somebody who had never played for the team before. It was hard enough to get them to pay someone on their own team who deserved market value. That was like pulling teeth out of an alligator, as T.J. Watt learned twice. They never had given big money to somebody who had never played for the team before. And here we are, 10 games in. Targeted 62 times, 37 catches, 551 yards for DK Metcalf, and 5 touchdowns. Okay? The guy they traded, after they traded for DK Metcalf, has 58 catches, 908 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And that's George Pickens. And we spent a lot of time yesterday talking about George Pickens.
Yeah.
So
I bet
they had
you
one
did.
guy that they didn't get the ball to enough.
Right.
I should have worn his jersey yesterday.
You should have.
So they had one guy that they never got the ball to enough, and they decided they had enough of him. So they give a crap load of money, still trying to comply, to DK Metcalf, and they create this expectation that they're going to use him. Hell, they don't use him any more than Seattle did. That was our big gripe about the Seahawks. You have this remarkable talent, and you don't engineer the ball into his hands. And it's becoming almost glaring. And now that Pickens is playing so well, it really is kind of like you gave all that money to DK Metcalf, and you had a guy that can do all the stuff DK Metcalf does. So it wasn't about George Pickens. It's about you. It's not about DK Metcalf. It's about you. And it really makes it more amazing they gave him that kind of money.
It does. You're right. I mean, you said it right. It's crazy. The only thing I'll say is, the George Pickens, the human relationship had been ruined there. There was something there that was just not registering between him and the team, and his frustrations about, I think, probably everything you're talking about. Going, what do you mean? I'm the best player on the offense. We can't give me the ball ever. And to your point, Mike, here, let's just be clear. Let's be clear. DK Metcalf is not George Pickens. DK Metcalf is really good. He is not George Pickens. George Pickens is special, and he's showing that on a weekly basis right now, where it's like, whoa, holy crap, is he good? Holy crap, maybe he is one of the 3 or 4 best receivers in football. Holy crap, what's Dallas going to do? They're going to franchise tag him at $28 million? Well, I can tell you're going to have Micah Parsons, George Pickens Part 2 if you do that. I mean, that's what's going to happen there, because he's going to go $28 million. Huh? What, are you kidding me? He's going to go, I'm better. You saw me all year. I'm better than CeeDee Lamb. I want 40. And that's where it's going to get interesting in Dallas right now, because that's the kind of player he's worthy of that kind of price tag. He really is.
Wow. See, I've been on the George Pickens train from day one, even through the moments where people were like, nah, maybe he's not that good. No, if you don't throw the guy the ball, he doesn't get a chance to show how good he is.
No.
They really mishandled George Pickens, and that's a bad look for Pittsburgh now by comparison, because the guy they paid the money to isn't as good as the guy they traded away to the Cowboys. And you're right. And Chris, I said yesterday they may have to choose between Pickens and Lamb, and it may be that Pickens is the one they keep. I don't think that happens after this season. I looked at CeeDee Lamb's contract yesterday. I think it would wreak a little too much havoc on the salary cap to trade Lamb, but they eventually traded Amari Cooper and kept CeeDee Lamb. I think eventually they're going to move on from Lamb and they're going to keep Pickens.
Maybe.
I think that's coming at some point over the next 2 or 3 years.
I mean, maybe you're right. I mean, again, as long as they feel George Pickens is, going to act professional and do all the right things, then go for it. There's a part of me, too, and I don't know, again, I got to look at their salary cap, and I didn't know we were going to talk Dallas here, right? We just kind of made that turn, I think, naturally with the conversation. There's a part of me that's like, man, sign them up. Sign them up now. Can you get it done? Double down on your offense. Make your offense elite. Kind of have like what the Bengals have, except you have some players on defense that you won't be like the worst in football.
That's the only problem.
I know, exactly.
Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were saying that on Monday night. Yeah, it'd be just kind of like the Bengals. oh, wait.
Right, right.
That's the problem.
It is.
You only have so many resources.
That's right. Now, that's where, I will say right now, their defense is more talented than the Bengals right now, right as we sit here. So just with their, the 2 D tackles they got, right? They got a rookie at a Boston college, and Uzurike, who's a good player. You saw, okay, we got a middle linebacker now, Demarion Overshawn, who just came back from injury, is really a superstar middle linebacker if he can just stay healthy there, right? So at least there are some pieces there, but it's an interesting conversation and a topic for another day. But this Pickens thing in Dallas and the tying it all together with Pittsburgh is a very interesting combo altogether.
Because it does splash back on Pittsburgh. The better Pickens plays, the more you're going to have Steelers fans saying, what the hell were we thinking, and why did we not properly manage this relationship? We managed it with Antonio Brown. We managed it with others. Why did we not figure out a way to coexist with George Pickens? Because look at how he's coexisting in Dallas with everything there. And Jerry Jones, when he says, I've never seen a performance like that, it was poetic the way that he was making those moves out there. It was like he was in an opera or something out there, a ballet. Hey, I've never seen a performance like that. That's from the guy who's been around.
Yeah, I'll challenge flag that.
Years.
I think Randy Moss on Thanksgiving Day when he was with the Vikings.
He saw it.
Right. I think there's been a few.
Away.
Right.
He might have looked away.
Right. I think Jerry Rice had a few games there too in Dallas where they were pretty good too. But either way, the point is taken that it was a special performance. That's for sure.
Maybe he's never seen a performance like that by a Cowboy. He's seen it by the guy wearing the other uniform a couple of times, but he's never seen that kind of movement and grace. Hell, the best catch he made of the night was the one that landed out of bounds.
Oh, I know, right?
That was his best catch.
Right, it was.
Effortless one-hander.
Hey, it's rare to be that big, that fast, can make people miss in space. What do we see him catch the ball and be physical and move people past the first down line? He can do that, and then he can make you miss and make you look silly and do all that too. That's what's crazy, and this is why the receivers get mad, though. There's the point, though. That's too. Because he was in a place where he's going, I'm the man, and nobody knows it because I don't have enough help and I don't have a quarterback and an offense that could throw me the damn ball. And then we wonder why the wide receiver goes off and all that. And then, you see him get fed the ball, and you go, holy crap, why didn't that last team do this too? And then you're like, well, this is what George Pickens was going crazy about. This is why he wanted out of there. And this is where we're at. And this is why you see receivers act like that from time to time.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.